The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. We'll kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. The Mountaineers will have some work to do after that short return. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Back to the ground game on the left. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off play action. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He looks that one in nicely. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Weir. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Knights offense has the ball for the first time. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hussein. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Pocket starts to collapse. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Snagged in the middle, it's Hussein. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The back goes in motion. Got a man, it's Hussein. What a nice connection, knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The play action fake. He'll take a shot. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It is perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, West Virginia. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. At the 35, he's got room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Shaw. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. He'll pull it on the read. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Second down now after the sack. They'll go to the ground. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Rides to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead number. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays. And you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment. Defense. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll run play action. He's got him in the flat. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Field goal is good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Brings up third down.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Finds his back in the middle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to pass on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. He makes the connection. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether
into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Touchdown. West Virginia. Number 9. Hall's in the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
17. UCF.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They go to the draw. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass on second down. This time on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Slams ahead, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hand off from the shotgun. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Signals for the fair catch channel, looks it in at the 40. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Mountaineers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking for a huge play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Knights will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead now.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Bringing it back, it's Weir. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's caught. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Gives it to the back on the draw. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off play action on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled immediately after the catch. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're going to keep this drive going. You'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And that pass is intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Amatova. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. He kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Offense in an empty set. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Amatova. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He finds his man. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Shaw. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Working on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Makes a connection. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.